sanity of a young man is questioned and the eccentricities of a stepmother involved, Rising Springs faced one of its greatest problems. But with a warped, dishonest administration, there was one man able to save the life of his patient. Rex Allen stars as the Frontier Doctor.
Hello, Hattie.
Why, Doc, what you doing way out here?
I had an emergency call over at the logging camp, and I was on my way home. Thought I'd just stop by and check up on Dave. I haven't seen him since he got over that case of pneumonia. How is he?
Well, now, Doc, that pneumonia or something got him down, and I had to have him put away.
What? What do you mean?
Well, he started getting funny in the head a couple of weeks ago, and then he got plain plumb crazy and tried to kill me, and I had to get a court order and send him to a sanitarium.
Why, I didn't hear about that.
Tain't likely. I ain't been a bragging on it. Pretty rough on a woman, have to do that to her own stepson. Liable to cause a lot of talk when the news gets around.
Who committed him? Didn't you have to have a doctor certify him insane?
Well, Judge Muller sent him up after Dr. Roush certified he was crazy.
Dr. Roush? Isn't he the man that opened up that new sanitarium over by Aliso a couple of months ago?
Yeah, that's where we sent Dave. Dr. Roush looks after them kind of cases.
What's going to happen to the timberland Dave inherited from his father?
Well, I've been appointed his legal guardian, and I got power of attorney to handle all his affairs.
Hattie, Dave was my patient. Why wasn't I called in on the case?
Well, this Dr. Roush, he sort of specializes in them loony cases, and Judge Muller thought I ought to have him.
I'd still like to check up on Dave. Can I see him at the sanitarium?
Well, I don't know what good that would do. Dr. Roush, he's looking after him just fine.
Look, I've known Dave a long time. If I can talk to him...
Now, you look here, Doc. I'm Dave's legal guardian now, and I'm looking after him the way I think is best.
All right, Hattie, if that's the way you feel about it.
Yeah, they did rush it through in kind of a hurry. But this Dr. Rouse certified him insane, and Judge Muller signed the commitment papers.
Muller?
New man. Had some trouble with him when he was just a lawyer, but, well, he got himself elected judge.
But we both know Dave. He's always been just as sane as I am.
Maybe. Difference is he's locked up and you ain't.
Do you know that old Hattie's got his power of attorney? That she could even sell his timberland?
Dr. Rouse certified him insane.
Who's this Dr. Roush?
Because he's a doctor. That's all I know.
Well, I'm going to check up on him. You suppose you could help me get into that sanitarium?
They don't like visitors, but I guess I can fix it up for you. Get me the sanitarium.
I'm Dr. Baxter. The sheriff phoned.
Yeah, I know. Go on in.
Thank you.
Come in.
How do you do?
Dr. Baxter? I'm Dr. Roush.
Nice to know you. I hope you won't think I'm trying to interfere, but I do like to keep track of my old patients.
Of course. And I'm always glad to have the opinion of a colleague. We'll have a look at him. But you won't be able to talk to him. He's in a coma.
Either very stupid or no doctor at all. This made 3 suspicious characters connected with Dave's commitment. Hey, Sarge.
Hello, Doc.
How's the youngster?
On his feet and just as ornery as ever. You sure fixed him up in a hurry.
Kids that age sort of take care of themselves if you give them half a chance. Say, Sarge, I need somebody to drive a wagon for me tomorrow. You suppose you could help me out?
Sure, Doc.
Meet me over at the livery stable at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll have the wagon and team, the other 2 fellas that are going with us. And wear your uniform. Make it look official.
Yes, sir.
We're getting pretty close now. I'm gonna duck out of sight. You 2 stay up in front here where the guard can see you. And try to look as sick as you can.
Couple patients for you.
All right.
Take him in. Get up.
Doc Baxter, what are you doing here? How'd you get in?
Never mind that. Let's get out. How do you feel?
fine. He doped me up yesterday, but
I know. I was here. There's a wagon out in front. Get in it. Shane, give him a gun. Let's go. Things got balled up, Sergeant. We gotta get out of here fast.
Yes, sir.
Take to the horses. I'll cut them loose.
Roush's men thought we were in the wagon. By the time they rode down to the bottom of the gully and found out the truth, we had disappeared into the hills. Sorry it turned out the way it did, fellas. I'll take the blame for everything.
That's all right, Doc. They can't be too tough on us.
Take these horses back to the stable, will you? And keep out of sight till I get a chance to talk to the sheriff.
Right, Doc. Good luck.
Some grub and blankets there in the shack. Just lay low and we'll see what happens.
Sure got you in a jam, Doc.
I thought I'd have time to do some investigating and prove Roush is a fake. Now I don't know.
Say, Hattie can't sell my timberland without the power of attorney she got from the court, can she?
No, I guess not.
Well, I know where she hides her papers, and it'd be a cinch for me to get in the house and get it.
At least it might stall things a while till I can get some evidence on Roush. You think you can get away with it?
Nothing to it.
I'll have things out with the sheriff and get back as soon as I can.
What are you doing here?
I just took this power of attorney you're figuring on using to sell my timberland.
Oh.
What I don't ever understand is why you had to try it. You know I would have given you everything you wanted and taken care of you the rest of your life.
Yeah. You'd have taken care of me, just like your pa did. Why, of course, you can do this, Hattie. But you better not do that, Hattie. And we know what's best for you, Hattie. That's the kind of talk I've heard ever since I've come on this place. And I'm sick and tired of it. I've had enough of it. When I get that money, I'm going to strike out on my own. I'm going to go where I want to, do what I want to. And there ain't going to be nobody at my elbow making out like they got to take care of me.
I'd have given you a chance to come clean, but I reckon there's no sense arguing with you.
Sure glad you turned up, Doc. I was about to have to go looking for you.
Already?
What do you expect? Dr. Rouse was in here 2 hours ago to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Now, why don't you just stick to your doctoring?
I was saving the life of a patient when I got Dave out of there.
That ain't what it says in the warrant. I gotta lock you up.
Can't I get out on bail?
It's up to Judge Muller, so figure your chances. I'm sorry, Doc.
So there I was with nothing to do but sit and wait, hoping Dave could keep in the clear until I got out.
I'm telling you, Hattie, those people won't buy the property or turn over the money without seeing that power of attorney.
That's why we got to get another one.
With Dave on the loose and Baxter on his side, you won't even dare go into town.
Then we got to get Dave.
Baxter knows where he is.
Sure. But you put him in jail.
That's right. And I'll get him out, too.
Why do you suppose Rouse changed his mind?
Guess Hattie must have talked him into it. Rouse said she had a heart attack and liked to set things straight with you.
Well, I'm on my way.
Well, Bill, how'd you make out?
Not sure yet, Dave. Did you get that power of attorney?
Yeah, you want it?
No, not yet. Roush had me thrown in jail, then had me released so I could go out and see Hattie. I'll know more about our next move after I talk to her.
I don't like it, Bill. Anytime those two get together, it's a sure bet they're trying to cook up something.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
And I'm going with you.
Look, if Roush is there, he'll...
Don't worry about it. I'll keep out of sight. This is my business, and I want to see it through.
All right, get in. See you.
Come in.
What's the matter, Hattie? Having a little trouble with your heart? Or did you just find out you had one? Well, you must be plenty sick to need all this attention.
All I need from you is to tell me where Dave is.
I won't tell you anything until you convince me that your friend Dr. Roush is qualified to certify people insane.
Why, of course he is. He practiced for 3 years at one of them medical centers in Chicago.
Now we're getting someplace. You let me phone the telegraph office and send some wires to Chicago to check on his credentials. If they're in order, I'll get Dave back, and not until.
Well,
Don't fall for that. He's just stalling. You had your chance to do it the easy way. Now we are taking you to the sanitarium for one of my special treatments.
How do you expect to get away with that?
So far, just your word against ours. And there's always a chance you'll never be able to testify about anything. Now, get going.
Take it easy, everybody.
See if the doc's carrying a gun.
Nobody stick their noses out of the door.
follow me. Get your horses so you can catch them easy. Got another gun in the kitchen.
they won't. Not until they find out where their power of attorney is. I can hold them off until you come back with the sheriff. They're gaining on us, Doc. You don't have any choice. Pull up.
Center in Chicago. He's wanted for malpractice in Cleveland and Chicago and suspected of murder in St. Louis.
So we got a job to do.
And quick, they probably got Dave back at the sanitarium by now.
He's just as mule stubborn as his pa was.
He'll talk before we get through with him.
You're under arrest, Hempstead, for illegal practice of medicine with a charge of murder thrown in.
Doc, she's alive but in bad shape.
Get her up on the desk.
Doc, I know I got no right to ask you for help, but... couldn't you, baby, do something for me?
I'll try.
Your hand.
I know. I can't hardly move it. Dave, you better get out of here.
Here, take him outside and hold him for me.
Put a few drops of this on, just a drop at a time. I don't know. I just don't know. Not too much.
Thanks, I'll take over now.
How is she, Doc? After all she did to me, it's hard to realize why I should feel sorry for her, but... well, before Dad died, she was almost like a real mother to me.
I'm sorry, Dave. Well, I had to work practically left-handed, and I couldn't save her.
Well, don't feel bad, Doc. It's funny how things work out. She was responsible for that crippled hand of yours.
Good book says, whatever ye sow, so shall ye reap. So on August 23rd, 1902, Hattie Black was dead. The fake Dr. Roush was dead. And Judge Miller was awaiting trial for his part in the attempted plot on Dave's inheritance.